Meron pong mga usap-usapan na baka po pagdating ng Pebrero 6, no, ibabalik yung reklamo ng impeachment po laban po kay VP Sara. Tapos meron rin po nagbabadyang impeachment complaint laban po kay PBBM. Do you think this is possible? And if so, what happens po to the Philippines? What happens po kung the two highest officials have impeachment complaints against them?
Yeah, tama, Ms. Pat. Medyo unprecedented kung sakaling sabay na mangyayari, no, na we have a president and a vice president both facing impeachment complaints, no. Pero I think yung kay VP Sara kasi is already something that is parang with more certainty talaga yun, ano, kasi yung kanyang mga kalaban basically inantay lang naman na matapos yung constitutional bar na sinet nga ng Supreme Court before they could file an impeachment, no. And itong kay President BBM is something I think which was instigated by yung of course the flood control scandal, yung declining trust and popularity ratings niya, yung medyo sluggish na sabihin na nating kanyang pagtingin at yung kanyang action dito sa corruption cases sa Philippines, and of course yung sluggish economy natin, ano. So all of these things actually I think are the reasons kung bakit talaga mafa-filean din, and I think it's already medyo may certainty na rin. I think I read it's former Congressman Mike Defensor and former Congressman Jing Paras who already initiated a complaint, and I think it will be filed very soon. So medyo nakakalungkot, medyo nakakalungkot kasi very kapag may mga impeachment kasi na ganito, no, it just shows how tumultuous and very unstable the political climate is in the country. And I think this is not really very good insofar as the economic imperatives of the nation is concerned, kasi medyo mas mababaon tayo rito kasi pag kami impeachment, mas less yung governance kasi yung attention at focus ng ating mga babatas nakatuon dito.
May follow-up question ko lang dyan, Ricky, if I may, no? Si Professor, magpo-prosper ba ang impeachment case kung sakali man laban sa presidente? Kasi kailangan rin yan ng 2/3 vote, di ba, sa House, sa Congress. Will it prosper? Because nga, sabi mo nga, it's former Congressman Mike Defensor at former Congressman Jing Paras rin. Hindi naman sila mga sitting congressmen. Pero the possibility of it prospering, that they will be able to master 2/3 votes of the Congress, do you see that happening?
Well, in the first place, I really don't want to discredit the ability, for example, of former Congressman Mike Defensor. You remember that he was very instrumental sa impeachment proceeding ni former President Erap Estrada, kung maalala natin, ano. And I think even if he is not a sitting congressman, meron talaga yung mga meron siyang mga tawid doon sa mga nakaupong congressman ngayon. And I believe that they actually have spoken to several congressmen who are against, of course, the Marcos administration, and definitely maaaring mangyari ito. Now, also the question whether ito ay papatulan ng 2/3 majority, no? I think this is something na medyo uncertain din at this point in time. Remember that the president is already entering, or if not, he is already in the lame duck phase of his presidency. And alam naman natin na kapag nandito ka na sa phase na to, no, medyo humihina na yung kapit mo sa Kongreso. And we shall see. But the way I see it kasi, very formidable pa rin naman yung sway tsaka yung hold ng ating Pangulo dito sa, at least dun sa majority dito sa Congress. And I think if the attention is really focused on impeachment, I think his allies are more inclined towards fostering yung impeachment laban kay Vice President at hindi dito sa ating Pangulo.